From Inanda, just outside Durban, police have killed 5 murder and attempted murder suspects. Officials say several firearms were recovered at the scene, and they believe this particular location was a gang hideout. Provincial Police spokesperson Robert Newzroom joins us now with more on this breaking story. Robert, good morning to you. Thank you for your time. We do appreciate it. Just talk to us about the hours leading up to this particular operation. What happened?
Thank you and good morning. These are suspects that police were looking for quite some time for cases of murder, attempted murder, and house robberies. And at the end of November 2025, these suspects shot at police officers, and since then they've been elusive. So police received intelligence that the suspects were hiding at a house at Area 5 in Besta, Inanda. And when police arrived here, we announced our presence, and the suspects opened fire towards police. And police were left with no other choice but to return fire to protect themselves and those around the house. So during that shootout, 5 suspects were shot and fatally wounded. And so far, before a thorough search of the house, we have recovered 4 firearms.
I'll get to the firearms in just a moment, Robert, but as you say, the operation itself was initiated in November of last year. These suspects then fled, and this is when police managed to get that information and continued as they did in the early hours of this morning. Have you now confirmed the identities of those? Were these all or just some of those individuals that you had been pursuing since November?
We now have their identities, so we know that these are the suspects that we were looking for. And in November, shooting at the police was just one of the crimes that we wanted for. They've been doing this for the longest of time. And in that November, it's when police were attempting to arrest them when they shot at police officers. So that just added on the crimes that they wanted for.
Yeah. Are any of those people that you were seeking still outstanding, or were they all involved in this operation?
With criminal gangs, you can never know how many members they have. So there's always a possibility that there are more suspects in the same gang. So we are continuing with the search, we are continuing with our investigations, and if there's anyone outstanding for this case, we will pursue them as well. So we cannot definitely say that there were only 5. There could have been more. Maybe others were not sleeping in this house. But so far, we're just quite pleased that no officer was injured during this dangerous operation.
Now, the reason I was asking about the numbers, Robert, was based on last year when you said that at the end of November they had run away or had hidden from police. I wanted to just ensure that all of the people that police had been seeking were caught up in this operation, now accounted for, or whether there were any outstanding. But we'll wait for further details from you on that one. Talk to us about those 4 firearms. Were they illegal firearms?
The firearms so far, we have not taken them for testing because the scene is still very much active. Our officers who deal with the crime scenes are still operating on the scene. So it's only when the firearms have been tagged and we have seen them at close range, whether they've got serial numbers. If the serial numbers, can they be linked to any crime scene? If they are not, then obviously they are illegal. We don't expect these people to be having illegal guns because many of the firearms that we find during these kind of operations are illegal. But safe to say, the firearms are still in their possession because they are still carrying their guns the way they were shooting at police officers. So only later we'll know if the firearms are legal or not, or if they're linked to any crime.
Can you tell us, Robert, what the nationalities of the deceased are, the suspects?
South Africans.
I beg your pardon?
South Africans.
They're South Africans. Robert, again, as you say, these investigations are continuing. Just talk to us about the approach, the strategic approach of the police in the province now at the beginning of this particular year. It seems as if you've gotten off, as we've just shared with our viewers, off to quite a robust start. Are more of these, hopefully, because as you say, this was as a result of community cooperation and tip-offs. How confident are you that this type of cooperation is going to continue and bring more of these wanted individuals to justice?
We are quite confident as police that as long as we keep communicating with our committee members, as long as we keep assuring them that their identity will be protected, as long as we keep ensuring that whatever they give to us, we operationalize it and they see results, we are confident that they'll continue to give us information. Yesterday, we had a similar operation in Inanda, area of Amawoti, where 2 suspects were also shot and fatally wounded. Same thing because of the people from community members. So we are confident that when they give us information and we go and operate and they see results, then they will continue to give us more information. It's not a matter of any robust approach or anything of that sort. It's how police need to operate. Because if suspects are carrying firearms and they're shooting at police officers, police will not fold their arms, because once you kill police officers, you are declaring war to the state, you're declaring war to committee members. So police are there to serve and protect. And one way of protecting is to ensure that those who are a danger to society don't become a danger. We need to arrest them and put them in prison. But if they shoot at police officers, they are inviting for an early exit from this.
Wow. Robert, just share the number with us. As you say, police, and I guess the public also, depends on tip-offs from the community to be able to root out potential criminals. What is that number again that people can call?
People can call 08600 10111, or they can use my SAPS app. That's where they can go there and give us tip-offs anonymously. We'll operationalize the information and we're going to operate. We only appeal to community members that they must not give false information to the police, because we use the resources to put that information into operation, go there with vehicles, officers. So we let them give us credible information so that we operate and they'll see results.
All right. Robert Newzroom speaks for the police in KwaZulu-Natal.